What were you struggling with before you joined the program?
Well, yeah, that's a good question because there were many sides to it. I didn't quite like the fact that I was gradually gaining weight. It was the weight that I wasn't happy about. My fitness level was not great. Most of all, I very much disliked the way I mentally and emotionally reacted to it. I didn't feel I was in charge of my life. I didn't feel I was in charge of myself. And most importantly, this was something that making me kind of unhappy. So it was quite a strong psychological effect.
When you say you didn't feel in charge of yourself, what do you mean?
Well, the way I plan things about my day, the way I map out um things that I have to do with regards to work, with regards to family, and there was always never enough time for myself. It has to be the other way around because the work and family will only happen if you really take care of yourself. Then you're able to take care of other things. And at that time, this was not clear. And I thank you a lot for helping me reevaluate the priorities. And um, as a result, I gradually, with your help, of course, started to change this. And and I must say, it really made a big difference. I was very worried how it's all going to be, how it's all going to actually practically happen, skeptical about how on earth Ashley is going to help me find time in my routine. It turned out to be surprisingly successful story. There was something inside of me telling me that there's something missing, and turned out it's just the attention to myself.
What would you say is the changes in your life since you've done the program?
There are differences that happened in many directions. Of course, I'm extremely satisfied that I have managed to lose the kilos I wanted to lose. Honestly, the most important part is how much of an influence it was on my mental approach, my, I don't know, psychological state, if I want to call it that, my emotional state. I feel much more confident, much more in charge of my day, of myself, of how I do my work. It affected my family time and just the sheer enjoyment of being together with my family. So it actually affected many sides of my everyday life, which actually, to be honest with you, I wasn't even expecting to really engage myself whenever I'm with our daughter. Same with my wife. I was more present. That's the word. Definitely more present.
What does your wife think?
I think she mostly liked the fact that she could see that I am not feeling any negativity about myself. To be completely honest with you, I was when I started with you, Ashley, I was mostly thinking that it will be more about the workouts themselves and about the kilos and about the fitness level, which indeed was. It all was a huge and part of the whole process. But what I didn't expect is how much it would affect my mental state, as I said before. I didn't expect this process to be so influential on my feeling of well-being, feeling of confidence. These things have changed at least the same as the physical part of it, if not more. Looking back, I realized that it's actually okay to understand, and it's okay to accept that it's difficult to do it by yourself. Because, you know, I'm sure all of us who feel they need to make some kind of a change, we all know we need to do it. You know, we want to do it and we need to do it. But sometimes it can be just this one last step before actually doing it that it's hard to make. And when you have somebody next to you by your side and just helping you to go through this, helping you pretty much every step along the way, this is so much more realistic to then achieve your goals that you yourself knew you have to go through and try to achieve. But with the help of somebody else and with the help of somebody experienced like you, Ashley, it turned out to be probably the game changer for me. I would say by myself, it would probably not be possible to realize. You were very acceptive. You always tried to find a way out of my situations, which sometimes were driven by my work or by my family events. So you always try to find tailored ways out of my personal specific circumstances, and we always found a way together, which I value a lot and I appreciate it a lot. I'm grateful for, and this is how I achieved what I wanted. So I thank you for that. I thought my biggest achievement would be losing kilos and getting fitter. Turned out my biggest achievement is that now I feel confident about myself. In the beginning, I felt like I lost my mojo because I felt I wasn't in charge of things. I was in charge of myself. I was a little bit lost about where am I as a man, what kind of man I want to be, you know. I felt that I was quite constantly going after my bad habits. So this was the state of being lost, yes. How I feel now is that I feel so much more confident about my own self, about what I do on an everyday basis, how I am at work, how I am with my family, how I am with myself again. And I feel I'm in charge of the things I do. I'm in charge of the timing of these things. I'm in control in the best possible meaning of this. So it's very unexpected transition, because as I said earlier, I assumed it would be all about the actual physical side of the story. The huge part of your program is that you feel you're not alone in this, and it's such a boost of help and boost of confidence and boost of belief that it's all possible compared to doing it yourself, you know.
Cool. Thank you, Marat. I appreciate
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.